Hey, Kyle here. Each and every week, we are highlighting different businesses. And this week, I get the privilege of sitting down with Chris Lewis. Chris, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, introduce your business, and what should people who don't know you know about you?
Great. Yeah. Hi, my name's Chris Lewis. I'm a CPA with Lewis Group CPAs. We just moved into the Hazeldale area a year and a half ago from downtown. We're in the old Umpqua Bank building on 99th Street, which has been a really enjoying having an old bank for a building. There's a lot of quirks to go along with it. We found a great way to utilize our drive-through window, so it's been a lot of fun. Before this whole COVID issue, the only people that ever used the drive-through window were my kids passing notes back and forth to each other. So we're starting to get more productive use out of it, which is great. I just live a couple minutes up the road, so it's great to have my business in the same community that I raise my kids. And so that's been a lot of fun. We're a very family-oriented company. My wife works here. My daughter makes cakes for people's birthdays. In fact, we just finished having a homemade strawberry shortcake cake
Mm.
for a birthday here in the office, which was quite amazing, if I do say so myself. Yeah, and we serve the local business community and have for I think we're going on 14 years now. And the last couple months, we've really seen a shift in focus from the tax and consulting work we normally do to helping our business clients navigate all the COVID issues and the loan programs that the government is putting out. So it's been um, moving from one hat to the next. We one day we're an accountant, then we are a psychiatrist and an attorney and a banker all kind of rolled into one. So it's been quite the evolution for us this year.
Now, Chris, you've got a little bit of a unique title. So tell us kind of the backstory on that. If I read this right, you are the Chief Visionary Officer. Did I get that right? How did that title come about?
So I had a business partner for 9 years, and our business was humming along great. He retired 6 years ago, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and ever since then, I've been able to implement some of the ideas and thoughts that I've always had in our business, and our business had just taken off since then. Before that, our business grew 6 to 8% a year, and now we're in the 10 to 15% a year. We've tripled our business size in the last 6 years, which has been pretty remarkable. And I'm always thinking of ways to improve our business and improve our clients' businesses as well. So
How has COVID then affected you all as a business? Because you serve a lot of different clients, serve a lot of different businesses. You already shared how it's affecting them and you're working through this. How is this affecting you and your employees and then the work that you're trying to do?
sure. So when this first came about, we shut our doors immediately to the public. So they pushed all of our in-person meetings to either on the phone or over Zoom. We utilize technology quite a bit in our office, and so it really forced our clients to buy into the technology. Whether it's online portals or secure access to our systems. Uh, it's been great for us. It's been our clients have adapted well. And then one of the perks of officing in an old bank building is we've been able to utilize our drive-through window. So clients will come, drop off documents in the drive-through window. They'll pick up their documents. We have a night deposit box that goes right into a safe, so people can drop stuff off securely after hours or even during business hours too. So it's been great, and we've got some staff that work remotely. I work remotely about half the time. Of course, it helps. I'm 4 minutes away. Just run in if I need to. But yeah, it's been a challenge at first, but just like everybody else, we've learned to adapt and grow. So.
On that note, what are some of the things that you've learned about yourself and also as you have tried to help clients in this season?
Well, one thing you've learned is no matter how well prepared you think you are, you're never as well prepared as you think. Um, and I've also learned that it's good to have contingency plans in place. It's good to have a solid team of people who fill your weaknesses. So, for example, like IT is not a good strong point of mine, but I've got a great IT person
Mm.
to make sure that our technology is up and running, whether it's here or remotely. And then on a client note, this kind of takes me back 10, 15 years to the last recession, and that is, cash is king. So I think what we've learned, as well as our clients have learned, it's very important to have those cash reserves in the bank in case something like this were ever to happen.
Forecast the future with me a little bit. As you look forward, what are the 2 to 3 factors businesses should be accounting for? And what are some changes and challenges you see heading our way as a community as you want both think about this personally and working with different clients?
One of the factors I think is going to be big for businesses is value. This was something I noticed in the last recession, and that's as a business, what are you doing to add value to your product or service?
Mm.
Because as the recession continues on and people start um, tightening their personal budgets and what they spend, they're not going to necessarily go buy the cheapest thing out there. They're going to go buy what provides the most value for their dollar.
Mm.
So, as a business, what are you doing to separate yourself from your competition that can provide the most value for your clients? And I think that's huge and it's key, and it's going to be key for continued success for businesses. Another thing that's going to be key, and I mentioned it a minute ago, is cash. And is businesses are going to need to build their cash reserves so they can sustain a couple months of operations. We've our economy's been almost too good the last couple of years to where the thought was we're just growing and growing and growing, so I can go ahead and spend now because it'll be there tomorrow.
Mhm.
And that's not necessarily been the case because our economy basically just came to a screeching halt um, day one of this thing. And it's taken a few months to even get where we are now. It's going to take a couple months longer to, if not even a couple of years, to recover from it.
What type of value are you seeing businesses add to the community or ensure that their product is adding value? You mentioned that a minute ago, so can you give me an example of what that might look like?
Sure. So, like, I'll take a pest control client of ours. They haven't been too badly impacted by the recession because rats and mice and ants don't care what kind of global economy is going on. But one thing that pest control companies do when they go and set rat traps
Mm.
is they tell you to, oh, go ahead and sprinkle some of that slug and bait killer because the slugs will go eat the rat bait and just ruin it. And so rather than telling you to go do it, they're just now just putting it out there, which
Mm.
doesn't save you like a lot of money, but it's just an added service, more value that they add so that, when you're trying to compare, well, should I really keep this or not? Well, they do an outstanding job because of X, Y, and Z.
Mm.
So and I think I try to talk with most businesses about it. What can you do in your current service or product to add value and distinguish yourself from your competition?
So let's talk about that for a second. What are you guys doing as the Lewis Group CPAs? What are some things that you're trying to do to add value to the community and to your clients?
So we've added a section on our homepage of our website, lewisgroupcpas.com, that has all the resources for um, anything related to COVID. So PPP loans, the EIDL loans, the CARES Act, so that our clients and even those in the community can go there and get a lot of information, get a lot of resources. And two, we're then pushing a lot of this information, summarizing it, and emailing it out to our client database as things change, which seems to be on a daily or even weekly basis. So we're just trying to provide more value in by the way of providing more information and knowledge to our database and to the community.
So what's in this season, this COVID season, what's been the greatest joy that you've experienced, whether personally or just as a business, and what's been kind of the biggest challenge for you guys?
Well, the biggest joy for me personally has been the slow pace of life that this has provided, because it's really given me and my family a chance to slow down and take account for what really matters in life, and that's spending time with our loved ones and coming home from work every day, knowing that my kids are outside playing instead of running them from this practice to that game to the next activity. It's just really slow, and so now we make dinner together, do dishes together, go on walks together, watch family movies on an almost nightly basis instead of trying to make it a point like one day a week we're going to do this. And so, me personally, I've really loved the pace of life that has come from the whole COVID issue.
Where can people find you? How can people get a hold of you all and stay in contact?
Great. Yeah, you can go to our website, lewisgroupcpas.com. You can also stop by our office, even though it's not open. You can come through the drive-through. We've got treats for the dog, and we've got suckers for the kids. So my wife thought it'd be a lot of fun. And you go through the bank and you get that kind of thing. So why not have it here too?
Mm.
Uh, yeah. So those are two great places to find us.
How can the community support you guys during this season? I know you guys CPAs, you're serving a lot of different clients. How can the community best support you and even learn more about you guys and what you are trying to do?
The best way the community can support us is by supporting local businesses in the community. Our client base is made up of small businesses throughout Clark County and Portland metro area. And without them, we're not in business. So go out and support your favorite restaurant, your favorite retailer, your favorite small business. Because when they're in business, we're in business. That's the best thing I can say that'll help us.
Thanks for sitting down with me today, Chris, for this interview. And go support local so that you can support the Lewis Group CPAs. And we're excited about how they have just been trying to add value to local businesses and serve the community.
Great. Thank you for having me.